Hey guys, today I wanted to show you how to make a really charming dessert that I think would be perfect for Mother's Day or a baby shower or bridal shower this time of year. It's my strawberry shortcake cheater charlotte. So I say cheater charlotte because it's not a true charlotte. So if you have ever tried to make a traditional charlotte, you know how much work they are between lining up the lady fingers, filling it, chilling it, and hoping that it all stays together. So let me show you how you can create the look of a charlotte without all the hassle. Okay, so let me first introduce you to this fabulous pan that we're gonna be using. It's a charlotte pan by a company called Nordic Ware. I'll put a link in the description to where you can find it online. Now it has a great nonstick surface, but I do like to spray it down with some baking spray and distribute it with a pastry brush, just because there are so many little nooks and crannies in this pan that in order to get a really flawless finish, you just wanna make sure that every inch of it is sprayed. So for our strawberry shortcake, we are gonna be making a classic sponge cake. And if you've never made your own sponge cake, you will be completely changed once you taste it. It is so much better than those little sponge cakes that you typically see at the grocery store next to the strawberries. They're always stale for some reason, I don't know why, but it's so much better to just make your own. And when you see how easy it is, you'll be making it yourself all the time. So in a small bowl, you wanna combine your dry ingredients. So we're gonna add 2/3 cup of just all-purpose flour, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. You can give that a whisk and just set that aside. So in the bowl of an electric mixer, you're going to add 4 eggs and a 1/2 cup of sugar. And you wanna let that go for at least 3 to 5 minutes. And this is the secret with sponge cake. You wanna make sure that your eggs and your sugar beat up so that they triple in volume. You're gonna have a really nice, almost like pillow-like mixture. And you don't wanna rush that. And it can take up to 3 to 5 minutes. And then you wanna add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And you can give that a beat. Then you can remove the bowl from the mixer, and then working with a fine mesh sieve, you can add 1/2 of the flour mixture into the sieve and just give it a sift. And then gently fold in the dry ingredients. You don't wanna beat it or whip it with the mixer because we don't wanna deflate all of these gorgeous eggs that we spent all this time mixing. Then you can pour it into your cake pan, and then it'll fill about 3/4 of the way up. And then at this stage, you can give your pan a tap on the counter just to get rid of the air bubbles, because it will bake in that way, which doesn't look as pretty when you release the cake. So do give it a tap. And then you're gonna put this in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for just 20 minutes. And you'll know that it's done when the cake is golden brown and it fills up the entire pan. It'll come right to the edge. And then allow your cake to cool for about 10 minutes, and then you do want to release it right away because it will get a little sticky in the pan. It'll be harder to release. So you can release it onto a cooling rack and just let it cool completely. And then you can transfer your cake onto a cake stand. I really like this charming little blue one because the serving area is 7.5 inches, which just fits that cake perfectly. So it looks really snug in there. It's in my Amazon shop if you want to know where to get it. And then while our cake is cooling, we can create our homemade whipped cream. So in the bowl of an electric mixer, you're going to add 1.5 cups of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you can whip that all up just until nice soft peaks form. I don't think you want to take it to stiff peaks because you want to be able to pour it into the center of the cake. And it looks really pretty when they're soft peaks rather than stiff peaks. But if you do over whip your cream and you end up with stiff peaks and you want to soften them, you can just add a little bit more heavy cream and give it a beat, and that will loosen it up. And then you're just gonna fill it with some strawberries. So what I like to do is take the strawberries and cut them in half and create kind of like a little crown on top. So I know the area that I'm working with. And then a little bit more haphazardly fill in the center. And then I like to finish it off with a whole strawberry that still has the leaves intact and slice it. And then put them on the top like a little garnish going in opposite directions. Then you do want to refrigerate this overnight, which will help the cream set up and just make it a little bit easier to slice into. But truth be told, when you do go to serve this, it is a little bit messy. I mean, I think that's part of the charm of a strawberry shortcake, to be honest. And then I do like to serve some extra berries on the side so that people can top more berries on top of their cake. Now, if you would like another great dessert idea for Mother's Day, you might also like my lavender creme brulees. That is a great dessert that Mom would love. And you can click this annotation and I will see you over there, or I'll see you back here next week. Until then, bye.